is RAJE? I believe that RAJE, first of all, is a family.
We live in a time where everything's accelerated, things are moving so fast, no one has time for anything, but here we have a program where we get hundreds of young professionals and collegiates sitting in a room for 4 hours on a Sunday over 10 weeks, 2 weekends, dedicating their lives to trying to get a deeper understanding of who they are and where they came from.
Over 10% of every young Russian Jew in the tri-state area has come through the doors of RAJE and been directly involved in one way or another, which is gigantic.
And what RAJE does is that it gives them a place to all come together, to meet each other.
Coming to RAJE, I was able to learn what it really means to be a Jew, like why we do what we do, how open all the rabbis are and all the mentors, how I felt like I could ask any questions I wanted. They were always just there for me.
RAJE is an organization specifically built to help people like me understand where my parents came from. It's not just the free trips.
Loved the mission of reaching out to a group of people who didn't have the agency to take over their own Jewish experience.
They're revolutionizing an entire world, an entire community. Obviously, we know their Sunday programs, their Shabbatons, incredible, unbelievable. As Donald Trump would say, it's amazing, it's huge.
Many of the Russian Jews who came to America came without the past, without the relatives, without a sense of belonging and sense of community.
You're not going to be able to keep the Russian community together without Judaism for a very long time.
The last 10 years has been in just breaking through to the community and getting the community to have an awareness of what RAJE is.
People meet through these things and people build relationships and make friends and develop families, and I love that we're also together.
And making sure that people are meeting other Jews and marrying other Jews and having Jewish babies.
Which is hundreds and hundreds of weddings of just people who met here.
Being a part of that and knowing that, you know, I could be an example to others like others were an example to me is the most powerful experience I think I could have imagined being a part of. This could be an impact that'll last for generations to come. I mean, that's the goal, right? We want to keep us going as long as possible, and I'm just really proud to be a part of it.
I want this to continue and like flourish and grow.
Today, RAJE is a rite of passage. Students from all over the tri-state area want to have that experience.
According to our statistics, I think we've had 4,000 students that have gone through our program in the last 10 years, Jews that are not connected to Judaism and that did not opt out.
Instead of just taking a trip to Israel, they taking a trip every single Sunday coming here and taking a journey into their Jewish past, into their Jewish roots. And then they taking a trip to Israel that paves the way for their journey into their Jewish future.
So I think that one of the biggest goals that I seek to achieve, thanks to RAJE, is to make sure that my future will not forget Judaism.
The one thing a person's guaranteed to come out with, when he walks into these four walls, he's going to come out to be a proud Jew.
We look at assimilation rates in this country. We look at marriage rates in this country.
Let's have marriage classes. Guys are engaged. Rabbi, I want a happy marriage. 60% divorce rate. I want to get involved and have a great marriage. What do? Let's have marriage classes over here. How can you let a guy get married? You come here, now you know what Shabbat is. That's what RAJE gives you.
RAJE is not only to bring Russian Jews together, although it does stand for Russian American Jewish Experience. It's really to bring all different kinds of Jews together, and I truly believe that.
You tell a guy, let's go to Israel. It used to be Israel, whatever, there's wars over there. Now everybody's like, oh, I love Israel. I want to go back. I was there with RAJE. It's incredible.
Because RAJE focuses on the importance of Jewish people going to Israel and Jewish people discovering their heritage and upholding that. I feel like people really want you to be here. They don't like force you onto anything. I love that nobody at RAJE judges. It's very together, it's very family oriented, and I think that that's what RAJE is.
Our goal has to be to double and triple our numbers and to spread into other cities in America because we have a model that works.